Stand. Stand. Kicker second, going about 60. Hey, it's Jason with Denwerks. Got something pretty cool today. It's a 1966 Yamaha 50, also called the U5E. Really cute little bike. So actually this one here is known as the Lady Yamaha. You can see right there. And better known as the Pink Lady. You know, this is really a neat item right here. I think they only built maybe like 700 of what I've read and been told before. This isn't the first time I've ran across one of these. There was one that I tried to buy last year. Definitely not the kind of shape this one is in, but very rare bike. This one here only has 17 miles on it. You can see right there, and the odometer does work. When I got it, it had around 15 and a half. So we've been kind of just riding it sparingly around, just making sure things are working and things. The gentleman that I got it from, he actually got it from some folks here in Oregon. The guy had passed away, and he used to work at a Yamaha dealership back in the Midwest, and he thought it was going to be something pretty special as well. So they rode around the house and had it out in the garage and stuff. But then in the 70s, they ended up moving out here to Oregon, and they ended up putting it in their family room, believe it or not. I actually had it almost in our family room the other night. My wife had a Christmas party, but I was able to put it up there on the front porch with Santa hat on it, so that was kind of fun. But she wouldn't let me bring it in the house. So I bet if I would have pushed it, I could have. But anyways, it's just a cute bike, and they had it in the house there, and their grandkids and stuff like that would play on it, and they started up there, I'm sure, in the house, and just kind of mess around with it. It had 10.4 miles on it at that point. And it does have an Oregon title now on it as well. So it's just in really good shape overall. It's not rusty. Stanley's kind of liking it a little bit. So we'll just walk around. I'll just show you some different stuff about it. On the Pink Lady, we do have documentation too, because most of them they say were 67 and 68, but we do have a letter from Yamaha that does specify that this is a 66 model. They don't talk about the Pink Lady or anything like that, but it is a 66 model, so it's actually a really early one. But on the Pink Lady, what you'd have is the basket, and you'd have the fringe seat, which is actually really cool, and then you'd have these handles, these covers that go over the grips, and these are never there. Very rare that you ever see one of those on there. This one here, you kind of spin them around on there. You can see there, but this one here has a little bit of maybe a little mouse or something got on it at some point. But anyways, it's amazing that they are there on it. You can see here it's got the original Yokohama tires on it. It's a 2.25 17 white wall, and you can see right here Yokohama rubber, made in Japan. And also the really cool thing, you can see the little nubs still on the tires, so that really kind of shows that it hasn't had a lot of miles obviously on it. Right here in the back, same thing, you can see the little nubs on it, and not a lot of cracking. It's kind of actually surprising that these tires are in this kind of shape. You can see here, this is where a license plate would be. The tail light and everything looks good. I like the little Yamaha flap. The seat, this side. You can see here the seat flips up. You can get to your gas and oil. I do have the original cap. That is a NOS one. It has a new petcock on it. You can see here a see-through for your oil when you put it in there, which is kind of nice to have. It does have electric start, and the gentleman that I got it from said it works, but he says when it's really cold out, it won't work, and I haven't been able to get it to work. So we're going to look at the battery a little bit more. He said he put a new battery in it, but we need to double check that. Honorable guy, so I just wanted to check that because he said it won't start in the cold. And you can see here the ignition. You know, all the fairings and stuff are really nice on it. You can see here some surface rust around the chain guard. If you ever watched one of my videos before, you'll notice that I talk a lot. It'll be amazing how much I can talk about this little guy because it's not a car. But I just want you to know exactly what it is. The fenders are plastic. Headlight, you can see some little tiny little hairline cracks. You know, it's just a really cool little rig. I'll go ahead and start it up here in a minute here for you. You can see here little corrosion, paint came off, started flaking off there. So you can see a little bit of wear here that, you know, it's just kind of a old sticker, but you know, the kids playing on it and stuff, you know, kicking it and different stuff. You can see here the rubber though, not all worn out or anything like that. You can see the muffler looks in good shape. I figured I'd take it for a little spin for a bonus, see if I could fall off of it. You can see here neutral lights on, so you can rev it up. So if you want to take off, put that down right there and cruise it around. So we'll see if I can do this one-handed on gravel. There we go. Kicker in second, going about 60. Maybe not that fast. So anyways, runs and drives. Pretty fun to watch. I was chasing Stanley down a little bit ago with it like he was a little cow or something. So I better put this thing up before I lose it. Have a good Christmas.